This video is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. But even long before this channel was sponsored by Ultimate Guard, they were always my #1 choice when it comes to sleeves or deck boxes. Pick up Ultimate Guard products at your local game store or order them on Amazon. Link down below. Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Alix. Huge thanks to Alix and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Alix reached out asking for a Sea Monsters deck led by Runo Stromkirk, and I was more than happy to help him out with it. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Runo Stromkirk is a 3-mana 1/4 legendary vampire cleric with flying. When he enters the battlefield, we put up to 1 target creature card from our graveyard on top of our library. At the beginning of our upkeep, we look at the top card of our library. We may reveal that card. If the card revealed is a creature with mana value 6 or greater, transform Runo Stromkirk. Transformed, Runo becomes Krothus, Lord of the Deep, a 3/5 legendary Kraken horror with flying. Whenever he attacks, we create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. If that creature is a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, create 2 of those tokens instead. Okay, so we want lots of big sea creatures in this deck. Now, sea monsters are expensive, and Dimir isn't known for mana ramp, but we have a few tricks up our sleeve. And we can't really use cost reduction strategies because we're not limited to a single creature type. But I think we'll be able to come out on top with this deck anyway. Now, Alix also asked that the deck have a bit of a snow theme, so keep that in mind as we're going through the deck. I didn't just toss in snow-covered lands for kicks and giggles, there is an actual reason behind it. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm going to be streaming on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Polluted Delta, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Morphic Pool, Shipwreck Marsh, Drowned Catacomb, Undercity Sewers, Ice Tunnel, Contaminated Aquifer, Sunken Hollow, Tainted Isle, Frost Marsh, Bajuka Bog, Dark Depths, Faceless Haven, Mouth of Renom, Scrying Sheets, Shimmerdrift Vale, Rogue's Passage, 8 snow-covered islands, and 8 snow-covered swamps. Not crazy expensive, but not exactly budget either. For mana ramp, we've got Kozilek's Unsealing, Cold Steel Heart, Iceberg, Replicating Ring, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Thrawn Dynamo, Chromatic Lantern, Solemn Simulacrum, Talisman of Dominance, Dimir Signet, and Black Market Connections. Lots of ways to ramp out and cast our big sea critters. Our card advantage package consists of Restart Sequence, Arkham's Astrolabe, Merit Lodge's Slumber, Rhystic Study, Sea Dasher Octopus, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Scroll Rack, Frantic Search, and Thirst for Discovery. A good mix of tutors and traditional card advantage. Our interaction and spot removal consists of Wrath of Merit Lodge, Hullbreaker Horror, Feed the Swarm, Breathe Your Last, Hero's Downfall, Negate, Counterspell, Pongify, Drown in the Loch, Go for the Throat, Wash Away, and Baleful Mastery. Spot removal, counterspells, and stacks. Not bad. Our board wipes consist of Whelming Wave, Thing in the Ice, Blood on the Snow, Slyn Voda the Rising Deep, Toxic Deluge, Cyclonic Rift, and Engulf the Shore. I know that's a lot, but we need to keep the faster decks in line, so it's fine. The core of our deck consists of Benthic Anomaly, Spawning Kraken, Scourge of Fleets, Icebreaker Kraken, Stormtide Leviathan, Gyruda Doom of Depths, Rexiel the Risen Deep, Deep-Sea Kraken, Lochmere Serpent, Storm Surge Kraken, Elder Deep Fiend, Nadir Kraken, Reservoir Kraken, Monstrosity of the Lake, Brindlin the Moon Kraken, Tromokratus, and the Watcher in the Water. Supporting our plan, we've got Wonder, Swiftfoot Boots, and Lightning Greaves. Gotta protect our commander after all. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 49 mana sources split between 37 lands and 12 pieces of ramp. A little light, but that's okay. 11 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 7 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog, 1 sudden I win card in Cyclonic Rift. Though, to be fair, our entire deck is built around board wipes. This is why we went a little light on the mana ramp. Our deck is designed to be slow for the first few turns. We let others throw their hands down as fast as possible, then destroy everything they've created. Let them rebuild after a tsunami wipes out everything they've spent the last few turns building, then do it again. Now we're in the mid-game and we start slamming the biggest creatures on the board, and copying them thanks to our commander. Now, quick note about the rules of Magic. Flipwalkers say exile, then return transformed. Praetors that become sagas also say exile, then return transformed. The reason for this is due to the counters. Planeswalkers' starting loyalty is an enter the battlefield trigger, so they have to leave and then come back in order to get their starting loyalty. Same with sagas. However, Runo Stromkirk does not say exile, we simply transform him, which means we don't have to wait an extra turn due to summoning sickness. He never left the battlefield in the first place. I know that a lot of you already know that, but many of the viewers I have on this channel are new to Magic, so I wanted to try and explain. Yes, reading the card explains the card, but only in the context of the rules of Magic, which are complex and myriad. Do you have a Runo Stromkirk deck? What about a sea monster deck? What direction did you take them in? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William, Pye, Turner, Triz, Kazaris, Slack, Dan, Booksu, and Patrick. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander decks every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.